kudos to you guys just sa Twitch chat natin na nanonood ngayon ng MPGL 7, especially to my co-casters there. Kung nandiyan pa sila, GS Rico as well as GS Amplifier. So now let's go into the second, or you know, the ban and pick phase for the second game.
Okay.
So Legacy were able to get a win against IPT. Especially when IPT had a dominant control of the base of Legacy, that Legacy, with the clutch play coming out of Sadist, you know, zoning out the damage dealers for IPT, allowed Legacy to finish them off one by one in their own base, and then able to destroy the Nexus right after that.
Yun nga, yung sinabi mo kanina, napakagandang initiation ni Sadist. Yung kanina, siguro mga 3 beses ata nagkaroon na hindi tumatama yung SS niya. Isa-isa lang tumatama. Pero yung final clash na yun, box out kung box out yung Ezreal at si Lux. Kaya naiwan si Suez na nakipaglaban sa 4. Hindi niya kaya na box out at nabaliktad nila ang laban. Pero hindi pa tapos ang laban, mga kaibigan.
May game 2 pa tayo sa game 3.
May game 2 pa. Tingnan natin kung ano ang nararamdaman ngayon ng Imperium Pro Team. Panalo na sana kami! Nararamdaman nila. Kaso, nabaliktad.
So,
tingnan natin ang picks dito.
Wow!
Paring Asurai, yung sinasabi mo kanina, yung binan ng Legacy yan, ang mundo ng Imperium Pro Team.
So, Suez will be able to get himself the Mundo in the top. Actually, wait. It can go to Cups because interchangeable naman ng Olaf and Mundo. So, we'll have to see about that. Though, sure na tayo dito na Alistar bot to, as well as the Sivir ADR. So, this is actually probably my first time to see Haith again on that Sivir. We'll see how he plays this out. Though, kung titignan mo din kung paano mag-angkom na IPT ngayon, it's all about the front lines, being able to be that brick wall, and then the movement speed bonus as well as utility from the Sivir as well as that Lulu. There is no hyper carry that can come out of IPT's side, though they have the hyper tank on that Mundo. Checking into the side for Legacy here, we do have again the first pick onto the Braum and the Rek'Sai, and Sadis here might actually get himself the Renekton in the top lane. Loop KR getting himself the Malzahar, and I believe I think last week din sa MPGL that
siya rin yung
Malzahar clutching a game. Nung umabot tayo sa late game Malzahar, wala na magawa ang opposing team.
Yan ata yung anong tawag niyo sa skill niya? Yung SS niya. May tawag ka dun eh.
Oh, hindi. Iba yung tawag ko dun. Isa Malefic Visions niya. Ayoko na Pwede mo sabihin
Huwag na natin sabihin, New Year na! New Year, New Life!
Magbago na muna tayo. Actually, last week na ato nasabi namin yun. So, New Year din namin sinabi yun.
Pero, yung kagaya na sinabi mo kanina, yung line-up dito ng Imperium. Kanina, kumbaga, sila, long-range gaming, no? Kumbaga, pana gaming sila kanina. Ngayon naman, habulan gaming tayo!
Yes, exactly.
Sugod kung sugod!
Okay, so it's always going to be the top lane with the Olaf, and Kups on the jungle with the Mundo. So it's going to be the Olaf versus the Renekton. Checking out kung paano ang magiging lane advantage dito in the early stages. I'm betting on the Olaf because of how fast he can throw out the Undertow. That's the Q. And Renekton not, kasi kailangan niya pang i-stack up yung kanyang ferocity for the Kuldamik to even give himself HP back or better HP. So,
tingnan natin kasi makatira niyang slice and dicing yan, tol. Pag nakapag-ipon na rin ng stack yung Renekton, yan dalawang fighter yan, no? Yung, kumbaga, yung isa axe, yung isa may mahabang kutsilyo. Pero, tingnan natin kasi yan naman yung Rek'Sai na yan na si Kyokuk kanina niya pag ginagamit yung Rek'Sai na yan. Tingnan natin kung go pa rin siya sa top kagaya ng ginawa niya kanina, kaya hindi masyado nakaporma to si Suvis kasi 2 beses siya kiniyokuk ng Rek'Sai. Tapos pagkapunta niya sa top, titipi siya sa baba. At ito, nag-brom na naman si Football, 10 pesos lang. At ang kanyang kasama ang Hope.
For KR. Mag-Ezreal naman ngayon.
Sila naman, Ezreal naman ngayon na kanina ang Lucian. Tingnan natin dito. Sa tingin mo, sinong mas lamang ang lineup dito, paring Asurai? Yung isang aggressive type na na
Just
Imperium Pro
checking
team.
out yung lineup nila in terms of like how it will transition sa late game. I would go heavily in favor of Legacy just because of that Malzahar and his believe it's his W. Basta yung nilalapag niya dun. Kasi I haven't played Malzahar in quite a bit. I'll check that out, guys, later. It does shred HP quite a bit. So, and this heavy frontline na puro tanks na meron ng IPT will just get shredded out by the Malzahar straight up when we reach that late game. Though, objective based speaking, I would go with, or the utility as well as objective control, I will give it to the side of IPT because they have the CC to allow them to do so. They have to finish this game really fast though because of how strong Legacy's team comp can't scale into that late game.
Kasi parang feeling ko yung medyo balance tong tong composition ng Legacy. Meron silang AP, meron silang tank. I mean, gets mo ba? Yung parang hindi sila aasahan nila lahat. Hindi ka etong namang Imperium sugod may SS yung Lulu. Tingnan na, pwede niya SS-an yung Olaf. Kapag namatay ang Malzahar, sa tingin ko medyo tapos tong Legacy.
Yeah, we'll just have to see how Loop KR plays it. But Loop KR is a mid laner. In terms yung nakita din kanina na how he mechanically plays the Anivia, I think he can play this Malzahar pretty well because that Malzahar and the Anivia control mages all throughout talaga. And ang problema naman dito ng IPT is that they don't really have an initiator to start with except for the SS of the Sivir boosting up the Alistar. Problem din sa Alistar, kahit man sabihin mo ng ilang beses mo na siya nagamit, may problema pa rin talaga. Doon sa pagbago ng kanyang missile speed on that headbutt, some players can still miss that. Though, Poisanity, as a long time support talaga, we'll see how he plays that Alistar later on.
Tingnan natin dito. Well, labanan ng labanan ng mga tangke sa taas.
Yeah. Though,
chop-chopan.
ibibigay ko talaga kay Suez muna yung level 1. Because if he goes for the corrupting potion, hahanapin niya talaga muna si Sadis and force Sadis out. So, guys, again, welcome to the Minaski Pro Gaming League Season 7. We are your casters. I'm Asurai, and of course, alongside here with me is
Manjean.
And this is Game 2 in this Best of 3 series between Imperium Pro Team versus Legacy. Can Legacy finish this out with Game 2? Or will Imperium Pro Team come back from that mistake in Game 1? So in the top lane, it's going to be Suez with the Olaf. In the jungle, it's going to be Kups with the Mundo. In the mid lane, it's going to be Light on that Lulu. And in the bottom lane duo, we have Haith for the Sivir, and Poisanity will be playing the Alistar support.
Para naman sa Legacy, mga kaibigan, si Sadis bilang Renekton sa top, si Kyokuk bilang Rek'Sai sa jungle, si Loop KR bilang Malzahar mid, si Hope for KR bilang Ezreal, at si Football 10 pesos lang support, bro.
Alright, so I guess we have some time to check our Twitch chat right now. I am Vaxes. I think nag-hi din siya sa amin when I was casting with Vil sa CSGO. So hi dude, you're back again in the Twitch chat. Medyo batak ka na sa
maraming salamat. I am Vaxis. Parang nabasa ko rin ata one time nagchat-chat niya, nagtatanong kung kailan magkakasi ganito, magkakasi ganito. Suki! Suki Technique, I am Vaxis. Maraming salamat. Share mo yung page, share mo yung stream, share mo sa mga friends mo, manood kayo dyan, grab a popcorn, manood kayo MPGL, dito lang action na yan, mga kaibigan, oras na!
Yeah, for lookalike as well, pabati din. And sa tanong ni Panginoon, the skin of the Mundo, yes, it does remind you of that character in the other mobile game, but first of all, you cannot dismiss na mas kamukha siya ng Red Orcs sa Warcraft.
Oo nga, no. Ito si naman. Grabe, pag-uusapan na natin yung mga kamukha,
Yeah, so siguro wag na muna dun as now Suez going aggressive on to
sinasabi
Sadis.
natin,
Yung damage talaga ng Undertow.
Chop-chopan! Kaninong mas
one more!
Chop-chop! Sayang, buti hindi niya ni normal. Buti may humarang na creeps.
Yeah.
Normal ka, first blood ka, boy.
So, I was counting out dun sa paano dami ng binato yung Undertow. One of the Undertows missed. Kung sana tumama yun, he could have forced an earlier flash, a flash from Sadist, or could have gotten the kill. Nice knock up there by Poisanity though, but will not amount to anything as he takes quite a bit of damage there from Hope for KR.
Ito na naman si Poisanity, yung aggressive Aggressive support na siya yung chumachane. Kahit mabawasan siya, basta machane niya yung kalaban. Tingnan natin to.
And of course, with that, Alistar does have the sustain coming out of the Triumphant Roar, so he can just go very aggressive. And of course, coupled with the HP bonus or HP return from when he has stacks from that Relic Shield, adds up to how aggressive you can play in as an Alistar without, you know, relatively taking that much damage, or you can heal it back up really fast.
Sa tingin mo, ano, parang sino lamang dito sa mid?
Sa mid lane,
Light o si Luke?
I think I would go for Light because of the range of the Lulu, but we'll see talaga eh. Because Light actually didn't go in and get himself a cleanse, which is, well, might be his downfall. But nagkaroon ng level 3 dito si Loop KR and doesn't have any support from Cups. So we'll see what happens.
Masyadong mahilig to si Loop KR sa mga int na yung int, kumbaga mga AP na na spell type na nakatayo lang.
Yeah,
hindi
control
masyadong
mages.
ma-right click, no? Pero sobrang grabing burst.
Lalo na pag umabot sa late game. Yung damage talaga nila just scales off into infinity and beyond.
Well, habang wala pa namang nagaganap, check muna tayo sa chat. Bati nga pala kay Rave Knight, Manjean, pansinin mo ko, at isang
gank here by Kyokuk.
Nagagank na si Kyokuk. Oops.
Right, we'll force the flash out of Light there, though no wards coming out of the side from IPT. They just re-put in, or rather, I think so, they just re-put in those trinket wards. They do spot out Cups though, because Kyokuk did put down a ward as well as the gank in mid lane, forcing, wow, Loop KR to flash as well.
Naging pusa. Oy! Pero ito, si Kyokuk, mukhang ka-counter, pero Polado dito si Loop KR. Ano ka, boy? Pero hindi. Oy, Polado, isang hit ka na lang.
Oh my God, Boy Sanity!
Attack, Boy Sanity, mga kaibigan. Pero ito, si Hate.
Oh, Hate! What was that
medyo
flash?
nagkamali ka ng flash doon, pero mukhang mamamatay ka. And it's going to be Legacy 2-1 ang score. Pero ito si Light, mga kaibigan. Napaka-action na laban. Ginawa po sa si Kyokuk. Mabubuhay pa si Light. Isang hit na lang, mga kaibigan. Napakagandang tulak kay Boy Sanity. Muntikan pa mamatay si Light doon.
I don't think that was where Poisanity wanted to push him. Kinulang siguro sa time
Feeling
na
ko sa torre.
Yeah, doon talaga sa torre. But miss flash from Hate there gives the kill to Football. And in the mid lane, kahit man nakakuha ng kill do si Poisanity, the following kill that went into Legacy's hands went to Luke KR. So he'll have more gold than Light, and he actually went back into the lane without him missing too much CS, and Light is very low in HP that he cannot allow Luke KR, or Luke KR will just not allow him to get that much CS without him, you know, with the threat of just dying.
Pero grabe yung yung pag si Kyokuk, itong lakas makasycon nitong na to, Rek'Sai na to. Akala natin kanina nung nakapatay na sila, akala natin magbabak na siya eh. Pero hindi, binalikan niya eh.
Yeah.
Binalikan niya si Light eh. Eh, hindi naman natin alam na akalain na ganun ka-damage.
Well, that's the power talaga of the Rek'Sai early on, especially with the red buff. Because of how fast you can attack with the Queen's Wrath, yung Q niya, he just, you know, allows you to just deal so much damage. And of course, you cannot just take out of the equation yung tunnels niya.
Uy!
Whoa!
Oh! Napakagandang ng jungle mula sa Legacy.
IPT is in trouble right now. Gank though onto KR here.
Dito, si Luke, KR mukhang mamamatay siya dito. Pero
oh no!
Dito, napakagandang TV mula sa Renekton, mga kaibigan. Polado si Suez, mga kaibigan. Kyokuk and Sadis Gaming, mga kaibigan. Polado si Suez, pero dadating si Poisanity. Tingnan natin kung gugo siya.
Alright, so Suez,
kalmahan lang.
Yeah, still had the Ragnarok to be able to not get CC'd by Sadist or Kyokuk. Nice gank though onto Loop KR.
Gandang TP rin.
Yeah, with the wild growth.
Magandang TP rin mula sa Renekton yun. Kaso, medyo, hindi, tabla pa to paring Asurai. Yung jungle siguro, yung difference na lang siguro.
Oh, initiate onto Hate. He has flash and heal though.
Oops.
Will they try to go in on this?
Wow!
Wow!
Nila to mga kaibigan, pero nakapag-heal si Hope. Pero grabe naman, Suis. Barbarian! Imba klaseng barbarian to. Susugod agad Tore. Barbarian.
Alright guys, so hindi sa mga hindi nakakaalam ng reference ng Kokaski si Manjean, kung nanonood ka sa this channel, Dave the Barbarian.
Sus the Barbarian. Oy, pero tinan natin dito si Hate. Isa na lang si Poisanity. Oh. Grabe.
Alright, so I like this actually. Yung synergy din na meron dito ang IPT team is that when you don't have the Ragnarok or the Ghost for that movement speed boost, you have the On the Hunt from Sivir here.
Ito na naman. Naku, lagi na lang nagkakakitaan sa jungle. Kyoko! Oh, grabe, barbarian yan, boy!
Alright, so Kyoko, too much.
Medyo akala niya safe zone na sa jungle ng kabila eh.
Naano siya masyado dun sa commitment niya sa pagpatay kay Tonti. And again,
nakakabawi pa naman.
Yeah, other than the movement speed synergy coming in from the side of IPT, I also like then yung Undertow, dealing that armor penetration, or yeah, I believe so. So that will just allow Haste to go in for some extra damage. Just gonna double check that.
Tingnan mo muna. Oops.
Oh, sorry, never mind. Pag nakuha na pala yung Black Cleaver nun. I keep forgetting kaya nga pala binibuild ang Black Cleaver kay Olaf.
It's okay. Parang Asurai. Alam natin hindi pa tayo nakaka-move on dun sa nangyaring laban kanina. Onti lang. Slide.
Yes.
Move on din pag may time, mga friendship.
Guys, sino ba sa inyo dyan ng Globe? Hindi ako makapasok ngayon sa League of Legends sa bahay ko. Nararamdaman ko na yung hindrance ng internet. Sa mga nagsasabi dyan na may pangit talaga ang PHNet, nararamdaman ko na rin kayo, guys.
May pag-asa pa yan. May pag-asa pa yan. Basta vote wisely. Pero back to the ball game muna tayo, parang Asurai.
Yes.
Item check tayo. Okay. Parehas naka-page ang Renekton at ang Olaf. Ano ba yan? Sa tingin mo, Cleaver ba yan o ano?
Yeah.
Triforce.
I think it should be Cleaver since dun sa side ni Olaf, he does have the double long swords.
For Olaf.
Yeah.
Pati din kaya, no? Kaya Renekton. Mas preferable ba na Cleaver?
Yeah, for Cleaver talaga. Because I don't think they do well that much with the Triforce since mas gusto nila yung CDR from the Cleaver itself. And then, of course, yes, the armor penetration is really nice on these bruisers.
Item check din kay Lulu na naka-frosted, frosted spooky ghosty. At medyo mapoprotektahan niya na yung sarili niya sa mid.
Yeah, but the wave clear here from Luke KR is pretty nice. That he doesn't even have to be near the wave itself to clear it out because of the space aids coming out of the Malzahar.
Oo. Tsaka yung Neopets niya na yung Neopets niya na lumalabas na alien.
Grabe, para mga panahon talaga natin yan eh. Neopets.
Oo, dalawa sila may Neopets eh. Si Lulu din may Neopets na Chumachani, Chane. Ito nakaabang dito. Si Renekton. Actually, medyo tabla pa. Lamang ang IPT ng 1K, pero kaya pa habulin yan. May nakapag, na ba? DR? Wala pa naman?
Wala pa naman, as both teams do have sufficient wards in both, or rather, in the dragon area.
At nabuo na ng dalawang jungle natin yung kanilang idea.
Gank here by Kyoko,
pero ito, si Kyoko, kaya sinasabi kanina pa yan. Kanina niya pa gusto yung top na yan. Si Soes, babayan mode mga kaibigan. Pero ito na si Coops, si The Hulk mga kaibigan. Red Hulk, namumulan ang dalawang mga tanky boys mga kaibigan. Nang babato ng Ice Water si Kyoko. Ito na, Kyoko Gaming, slice and dicing.
Wow.
Nice one, pero ito, humahabol si Lulu.
Oh, double
kill!
As it looks like they want to re-engage onto Poisanity, though nothing will amount out of that. Grabe.
Grabe, ang ganda ng pasok ni Lulu doon. Ang ganda ng pasok. Alam niyang lugi ata yung top or
so, saddest right now with the clutch play on that Renekton, because if you saw there, he could have actually used his Cultimic early, but he saved it at the very last second because he was waiting for the knock-up of Kyoko. So at least he could survive.
Oy, si Poy
get the
Sanity! Tumatakil attack dito pero nandun si Kyoko. Kanina palagi na lang nandyan si Kyoko sa mapa. Pero mamamatay si Light dito. Hindi, pero pinalaki niya sarili niya. Si Light!
Wow.
Oops!
It's gonna go down.
Yung mga barbarian boys! Nakabarbarian din pala to si ano eh. Si Mundo eh.
Medieval yan.
Oo, parang gano'n na.
Ay, hindi. Akala ko si ano, Brom. Yeah, Mundo.
Mga how to train your ano.
Barbarian.
Oo, barbarian.
Parang, barbarian na donut ba? Barbarian na yung
Hindi, tao yung tao.
Okay.
Iba na yun. Iba spelling yun.
Narinig ko, barbarian.
Ibang spelling yun, pare. Oo. Pero, grabe, no? Sugod lang. Normal. Itak. Yun lang yung ginagawa ng Imperium dito. Akala natin medyo lumalang mga legacy, pero hindi. Yes. Dinadaan nila sa ano, pambubuli.
Still pretty equivalent or the same in terms of the advantages. So again, sasabi ko kay Sadist, he actually is making a lot of nice plays here on the Renekton. More in the early game than before on the Malphite. Granted na he wasn't actually falling off in that top lane as well. He was just stable all throughout the game.
Ito si Kyoko parang laging nasa mapa eh. Tama mo, mamaya pag pinakita siya pag nakikita natin yan, may kalaban na naman yan. Oh, yan. Tingnan mo, kanina pa yan eh. Parang siya yung ano eh, kumbaga siya yung medyo nag-i-initiate ng clash lagi dito sa Legacy kahit kanina pa sa game. Si Kyoko ng mga bandang early. Uy, grabe to, para sa wards. Oops.
Yeah, sasabi ko rin kasi yung versatility of the ganks of Rex, it doesn't only come in from the tunnels themselves. Actually, two times, like two birds with one stone in tunnels. You can glide over the walls, or you can use your ultimate, the Void Rush, to teleport to those tunnels. So kung may gank ka sa top lane, pag-after nun, gusto mo mag-bottom lane gank ka. But Suez, you're going on to Sadist.
Sumaslice and dicing si Sadist dito. Pero grabe, 3-on-1 yun. Alam na natin yung kakahinatnan nun. Pero tingnan natin kung go nila si Hate dito.
Yeah, so there we go. Now he has armor penetration with the undertow from that Black Cleaver.
O si Football 10 pesos lang. Barbarian din. Napunta sa kabilang side. Pero tingnan na. Uy, pulado si Hate dito. Tingnan natin. Nadadali siya ng poke at nakapag-push. Ang legacy dito, the score is 7-7. Pero lamang sa nakapag-push naman sa top ang IPT at nakapag-push sa mid. Ang legacy 3k gold ang lamang ng IPT, pero parang halos tabla ba rin ang laro at mukhang mapupush na dito sa baba ang torre ng IPT. Yes. Legacy going for the bottom tower, and yun, no?
So sa lahat ng commitment na ginawa ng IPT sa top lane, granted that they got the top tier 1 as well as the kill onto Sadist, na-translate nun ng legacy into the mid tier 1 as well as that bot tier 1, and at least starving Hate out a little bit ng CS. So nakabaon na sa hope for KR sa CS din. So that at least allow, you know, Legacy to get the better trade-offs in terms of the objectives for the moment. But now IPT looking for that mid lane.
Ito na. Ayan na, sinasabi natin bumabox out na ang mga poging barbarian natin. Pero tignan natin kung mababasag nila yung mid. Gusto nila i-go yung mid pero naubos ang creeps. Napakagandang spam moves mula kay Malzahar. Ito ang Renekton. Pupunta sa top habang nasa mid, pero mukhang mag-DDR dito ang Imperium Pro Team. Habang si Sadis ay nasa taas at nagtatrabaho lang, pero mukhang magbabak na dito ang Alistar. Mukhang walang magaganap na DR clash, mga kaibigan. Si Sadis ay nagpa-farm. Medyo delix kayo dyan pag nakapag-farm. Huwag nyo iiwan yan, mga pare ko eh. Medyo magaling sumaiko-saiko yan. Kanina nasaiko na kayo yan sa SS niya na hindi niya muna pinap.
Yeah.
Pero pinuntahan na ni Light. Medyo tablado pa naman dito, paring Asurai, no? Hindi pa naman ganun ka one-sided.
Yes. Towers themselves are the same. As I say that, binasag na ng IPT ang mid lane. So now IPT do have the tower advantage, as well as almost a 1,000 gold lead.
Ito na, mukhang ito na yung sinasabi natin. Going for DR na ata dito ang IPT. Pero ito, may nagtitipi dito mga kaibigan. Si Sadis, ginugaw si Poisanity. Nag-SS na si Poisanity. Kaso hindi, mamamatay din siya mga kaibigan. Si Hate, tumatakbo si Hate. Kasama si Coops, tumatakbo sila dalawa. Tumakbo na tayo, Hate mga kaibigan. Dahil hindi natin kaya 5. Okay.
Yes. So, Poisanity too much in the front line as well as IPT actually not being in position to go in for the fights. So,
going for DR1.
Yeah. So,
Legacy.
ano naman, stable siya in terms of like who has control of the game. It's all actually, you know, just equivalent lang. Nobody getting the real advantage as of yet. Slight advantages lang all throughout the board. But, you know, makikita natin dito, magkaroon ng blow na teamfight talaga as we probably get into that mid-game when both of these teams have 2 to 3 items finished already. When Luke KR starts to get rolling as a Malzahar, I think Legacy would be a bit more confident to just go into those fights because Malzahar is just a beast in that late game talaga.
Well, nakuha na ng IPT ang Herald dito parang Asurai. So,
Yes.
binigay nila
Kay Suez, I
kay
believe.
Suez na sugod ng sugod at mukhang makakapag-push pa dito. Then, pili ko, ide-diretso niya ang top lane na yan, no? Bago pa magkaroon ng clash. Pero sasamahan siya, tatapatan siya dito ni Sadis. So mga kaibigan, hindi pa naman ganun ka, yung laban. Medyo tabla pa naman. Nagkakasaikuhan lang, kumbaga. Sa tingin ko, once na ang nangyari lang naman kanina sa clash dun sa baba is na si Poisanity ay wala sa posisyon, kagaya ng sinabi mo.
Yeah.
Pero kaya pa naman nila yan.
Yes. Though IPT actually checking out how their composition can work, na-counter din nila ang Malzahar in terms of the clashes themselves because there's a spell shield coming out of the Sivir. There is, of course, Suez with the Ragnaroks. And, of course, yung polymorph ni Lulu that can be directed onto Luke KR to stop the ultimate. But oh my god!
Mag-isa ka, Coops! Akala niya susunod yung mga kampi niya, pero ito, nag-SS ang si football 10 pesos lang, pero walang tinamaan.
Yeah, so the
Nakapitas lang ang Legacy dito, kaso mahirap yan.
Yeah.
Sabihin mong isa-isang pitas yan.
Nether Grasp really working out well for Luke KR there, but Cops again just not in the greatest of positions. Though Hate will do hate things, hashtag hate things, just gonna push that bottom lane. Though with the Void Rush coming out of Keokuk, might be able to stop this push. But look at this, Suez with the teleport as well.
Dahil may Herald yan eh. Pero ito mukhang i-go nila dito, ayaw nila ipapush, pero nabasag na mga kaibigan. Si Keokuk mga kaibigan, pumasok ka Brad, pero hindi, can't be disabled to boy, Barbarian, two-team na Barbarian. Pero ito na mga kaibigan, mukhang magka-counter go dito ang Legacy. Tingnan natin kung papasok ang S, pero ito, one hit ka na lang S.
No one from IPT does have the range to kill the Ezreal. Actually goes in for the fadeaway true shot barrage to get the clear.
Wala tinamaan.
Though you see here right now that Suez actually getting himself quite a bit of advantage. He's not going to be able to. He's not going to be able. Hindi siya matitigilan. There you go. Okay. As Poisanity goes in man mode.
Poisanity. Tingnan natin dito. Poisanity nag-SS pero Torre gaming lang tayo mga kaibigan.
Yeah. Unbreakable will. Talagang unbreakable siya.
Oops! Pero habol dito ang Legacy! Habol dito! Torre lang pala gusto nyo ha! Eto na! Nastan na kita! Poisanity! Poisanity ka pala! Si Keokuk papasok din! Kaso naman tayo mga kaibigan! Tingnan natin! 4 sa 4 ang laban! 3 sa 3! Pulado dito si Suez mga kaibigan! Magbabak siya dito mga kaibigan! Si Hate! Nahuli si Hate! Ang ADR nyo nahuli mga kaibigan!
Wow, the Nether Grasp from Luke.
Grabe.
Yeah, Nether Grasp from Luke KR.
Pero si Sadis, binabato.
Binabato lang sarili niya.
Binabato ng kutsilyo. Ay, ng axe. Palakol.
Yeah. Infected Cleaver ni Mundo. So magkakaroon siya dito ng hindi lang Space AIDS. Baka naman tawag sa
Infected Cleaver na, yung item niya pa, Cleaver. So yung Cleaver mismo na item niya na hawak niya, nababato niya. Dito mo lang yung makikita sa MPGL, pare.
Kung may River Fever, may Cleaver Fever din ba?
Oo. Ano ba yun? 2015 pa yun. 2016 na.
Cleaver Fever naman.
Bago-bago din. Bago-bago din. Grabing yan. Actually, ang ganda ng ng LGC, alam nilang ginamit na ng IPT yung mga skills nila para ma-push yung yung mid na torre. Tsaka nila gino. Kaso yun nga lang, 2-2 rin.
Yeah. Problema din kasi doon that IPT Poisanity had the right idea that he would just, you know, zone out yung members ng Legacy, but he had to use the Unbreakable Will para hindi siya mag-take ng damage. Nung nag-re-engage ang Legacy with, you know, the Winter's Bite from the Braum, hindi na sila or rather, Poisanity didn't have the ultimate, so he couldn't tank for his team. Of course, Suez didn't have mana to at least use everything that he has to slow them down, and as well as with Light, and Haith just got caught out with that Nether Grass coming out of Loop KR.
Nahuli si si Haith ng SS gaya nga sinabi mo. Pero lamang pa din naman ang IPT, kaya natalo sila, medyo feeling ko natalo sila sa push. Lamang sila sa push. Temo, pati sa control ng mapa. Yung mga wards nila sobrang overextended na sa side ng LGC, habang itong wards naman ng LGC medyo bandang mid lang. Pwede na natin kung anong gagawin ng LGC dito.
Though with that punish coming out of Legacy, IPT still with a 3,000 gold lead. If we check out the gold advantages, it is in favor of Sivir against the Ezreal. It is also in favor of the Olaf against the Renekton. Granted that Olaf is really an unstoppable beast when he uses the Ragnarok, especially against this, you know, CC heavy team. Oh my god!
Oh! Na-SS ka, Coops! Ikaw na naman yung na-SS! Pero hindi masyadong makunat. Masyado pang makunat to. SS-an mo lang ako. Pero ito si Poisanity, mag-isa ka na naman mga kaibigan. Malayo pa ang ADR. Ang ADR ng Imperium. Buti na lang hindi sila ginaw dun.
Yeah. Though Poisanity not the best of targets, he has his Unbreakable Will, shield from the Lulu keeps him safe, and he also has that Triumphant Roar to heal himself back up. As for Cups, you know, Mundo in prolonged team fights can just heal himself back up as well.
Ito na, mga magkaka-clash na! Sa DR mga kaibigan, yung Neopets pumapronta. Pero ito na si Coops mga kaibigan. Mukhang mahuli siya dito. Si Hopor KR mga kaibigan na Exos. Gino-go siya ni Poisanity dito, pero medyo pre-hit siya mga kaibigan. Pero pre-hit din naman si Haith. Ito na, ADR versus ADR Gaming versus support versus support versus stop versus stop. Napakaganda 3-on-3 mga kaibigan. Poisanity, paktalo ang top nyo mga kaibigan. Paktalo din ang support nyo. Kami ang panalo.
Wow.
IPT.
So first of all, IPT there, Suez. Oh my god.
Oh! Aso!
Alright, so tapos na ba IPT? Okay na ba? Okay, tapos na. So back into what I was talking about before, you know, like wanting to go in for the last hit or for the for that ace kill. Suez there has to be my MVP for that clash because of how he built up his Olaf, that he was able with the wild growth to survive for that long. Granted na ang ganda din ng Hope for KR with that two-shot barrage, just, you know, going at the members of IPT. Si Suez talaga zoning out the members and getting all of the attention for Legacy, na it just allowed Light as well as Haith to deal as much damage as they can, as well as Suez dealing good amount of damage in that backline as well.
Sayang yun. Akala ko pa naman kaya na ng Legacy yung clash kasi napansin ko lamang sila sa buhay. Wala, kagaya nga ng sinabi mo. Tingnan natin. Lumalamang na ang IPT dito in terms of gold 4K na ang lamang nila. Lamang pa sila sa push. Di natin alam kung baka mamaya ito na naman yung mangyari kanina. Kasi halos ganito rin yung nangyari kanina, 26 minutes in the game Tapos biglang nabaliktad pa.
Yeah,
sana
we'll see though. Pero
na maulit ang mga
hindi naman ganun ka-punishing ang mangyayari kung nagagawa sa IPT, because IPT have a much more, I would say, stable comp. That's safety with Light being on the Lulu, so it might not happen like it did a while ago. Though IPT, nakikita mo na rin sa kanila, they're testing the waters dun sa Baron area. They don't want to overcommit, and they're not, it doesn't look like they will do anything foolish for now naman.
Medyo play safe pa sila dito. Tingnan natin kung magbi-BR sila. Kanina pa nila yan minawardan. Kasi going for top sila, magpupush sila. Alam kasi nilang tanky sila masyado eh. Hindi sila kaya yung skill ni Malzahar, no? Yung SS, pang-isahan.
Yeah.
So,
okay lang din naman yun kasi Malzahar won't really use his ultimate in the team fights. It's what his AoE skills that you're really looking for. Though Malzahar, it's still not in the prime in terms of the items talaga. He only has the 2 items, which is the Rod of Aegis and the Moranonomicon. He's still looking for probably a Rylai's Crystal Scepter or a Rabadon's Death Cap to boost up that damage that he has. So this might be yung saving grace na hinaharap ng Legacy. Because, yeah, Hope for KR, not the best to deal damage against Suez or Cops because he can't have enough or doesn't have enough time to deal out, you know, the auto attacks or the mystic shots to make it effective. That Lord Dominic's effective talaga.
Pero ito si Poisanity nag-SS na. Tatangkihin niya yung tatlo. Parang nangyari lang kanina. Pero hindi. Si Hate kinugaw ni Kyokok mga kaibigan. Si Hate namumula. Pero hindi mag-isa si Sadis doon mga kaibigan. Oh, napakagandang knock-up sa 4 mga kaibigan. Tingnan natin kung makakapag-pre-hit si Hate mga kaibigan. Football 10 pesos lang namatay. Si Sadis na lang ang natira. At saka si Hope for KR. At si Hate, tumakbo ka na Hate habang may lupa Hate. Kasi hate ka namin! Hahabuli ka ng alligator mga kaibigan! Eto na si Sadis! Oops! Easy doggy! Bago isip. Kinulang sa gas. Kinulang sa gas pare. Kinulang sa gas.
Oh, that was nice. Okay, so Legacy were able to win that clash. I think mostly because napatay nila agad si Light and Light wasn't able to actually use his ultimate to put onto Suez. Suez...
Akala ko kalaban!
Easy.
Yeah.
Suez is the man that they're looking for to deal or, you know, to be that distraction for IPT, and without the extra HP, it looks like he couldn't, you know, be as effective as he was in the previous clash itself. So Legacy doing a really good job in that clash. And Loop KR, especially in a situation where he can put down all of his skills, most notably yung Malefic Visions, the skill that, or sorry, the Null Zone, the skill that can shred the HP of these high HP champions, is working out well for the Legacy side.
Actually, kahit 4 silang na-knock up dun, kinulang na ng firepower yung yung IPT.
Yeah, exactly.
Kagaya nga ng sinabi mo. Pero tingnan natin ito, mukhang magkakakitaan na naman. Sa BR, kanina pa nila pinupush yan IPT na yan Gusto nilang, i-secure yan Pero halata kayo boys. Nandito na ang IPT, ang Legacy. Dalawang tangke. Mga macho libre. Nagkakakitaan na.
Alright, so while IPT
pero ito si Poisanity! Ikaw na naman! Yes. SS na! Nag-SS na si Poisanity pero si Kyokok tumatakbo na! Ito na! Naghahabol na ang IPT! Magkakahabol na tayo boys! Ito na! Oops! Nagbago na naman ang isip. Saikuhan lang.
They do use the on the hunt for hate there, so they don't have any chase skill that they can use as an ultimate. You won't want to use the Ragnarok to chase someone down. You'd want it to be just in the brunt of the fight, if you can.
Oops! Ito na! Alam mo, ang daming clash nitong game na to Mas maraming clash to kaysa yung kanina Parang gumugusto talaga yung IPT manalo dito
Yes.
Tingnan natin, 31 minutes in the game. Lamang ang IPT sa pera at sa tingin ko ay lamang din naman sila sa push. In terms of BR, tabla pa ang dalawa. Pero sa tingin ko sinong makakuha ng BR buff. Kasi doon madalas nagka-clash. Pero ito mukhang sa DR naman magka-clash. Magkakadikit ang 4 ng LGC mga kaibigan. Si Coops humahabol pero napakagandang SS mula kay Bro mga kaibigan.
Suez! Wow!
Si Suez mga kaibigan! Barbarian time! Napakalaking barbarian! Gigante! Attack on Titan na ito mga kaibigan! Normally mo yan, Sadis na yan! Habulin nyo na kami! Tatakbo na kami! Magpapahabol na kami LGC! Ayan! Magpahabol na kayo! Hit nyo pala ako kanina! Kayo na makahabulin ko! Isa ka ba boy?
Quadra
kill!
Oh my god! Gonna get the penta!
Isa pa habulin yan
He's so low in HP! He won't go for it. Okay. So, quadra kill for him.
Grabing Olaf yun!
Yeah, exactly. And then, kung nakita mo rin kung paano nag-position ng Legacy, they all lined up for the members of Imperium Pro Team. You have to check out that Haith as well as Light do linear AoE damage. So if you put yourselves in a line for these two damage champions coming out of IPT, they will slowly but surely wreck your HP.
Yung grabe, yung kagaya ng sinabi mo, yung may possibility maging MVP nung I mean yung malaking factor si Olaf.
Yeah, they have no way to stop the Ragnarok. They didn't get themselves an Nivea because it was banned. They didn't get themselves probably a Jarvan for the Cataclysm. Kasi the only things that you can stop an Olaf when he has the Ragnarok would most possibly be, you know, constructed terrain skills. You know, ice walls, ice pillar, Cataclysm. Yeah. Yun lang yung makatigas sa Olaf. Especially when he's fed like this, you'd want something like that to back you up. Or you have at least a disengage tool or a runaway tool para intayin nyo mawala yung cooldown ng Ragnarok na yun. But Legacy are just all about the fights. They're looking to try to kill this Olaf. But Light with that Lulu, Wild Growth knockup, Wild Growth added HP, and the shield is just making it so hard for them to deal with this Olaf talaga.
Magkakadikit sila nung nag-SS yung Lulu eh. So, tumama rin sa kanila lahat na kapag Attack on Titan si Olaf. Grabing yan.
So they have opened up the bottom inhibitor. Of course, you have to know that the bottom inhibitor is the farthest away from that Baron side. And when that wave starts to become troublesome in that bottom lane at nagbigay ng isang member ang Legacy to handle that, that'll open up the IPT to get this Baron easily or to at least pressure Legacy or to put Legacy in a very pressured state na saan ba tayo pupunta? Bottom lane ba to clear out the waves or doon ba tayo sa Baron at try natin tigilan ng IPT? But IPT are just happy to, you know, waste the time of Legacy, put them in a really awkward situation wherein they can find an opening to get themselves more advantages.
Correct. Or pwede rin nilang i-4v5 clash.
Yeah, exactly.
Ayan na, yun nga yung sinasabi mo. Habang nakapush yung baba, si Boy Sanity naman, ino-normal dito ng 5 mga kaibigan. Si Bom pumapronta na sa harap kasi alam nang kaya na ata patayin si Boy Sanity. Patay si Boy Sanity mga kaibigan. Si Coops, tumatakbo si Coops. Ito na naman si Hate, makakapag-quadra kaya ulit siya. Ino-normal niya si Sadis, pero Sadis, slice and dicer mga kaibigan. Kala nyo kayo lang, pero ito na naman si Olaf mga kaibigan. Namumula mga kaibigan si Olaf. Nag-pop na ba yung SS?
Yes.
Oh, nag-pop na, namula eh.
Yeah, but while we're talking about that, alright, but while we're talking about that,
pero yung sinasabi mo kanina, yung baba, Brad.
Yes, now it's taking quite a bit of damage as one Nexus turret goes down, and possibly the other one. Yes, it will.
Ooh.
Winions, ladies and gentlemen.
Winions
In the bottom lane. Kahit man nalugi doon ang IPT sa clash na iyon. Poisanity died. Light actually died to Sadis, and I think that was a 3v1 situation. But the investment of IPT to push that bottom inhibitor, as well as the minions stacking up in terms of how many they are in the waves, pressure now Legacy an immediate win for that IPT can get an immediate win if someone expects that Nexus.
Grabe yan. Alam ng minions ang kanilang role sa game. Trabaho gaming. Yung nga yung sinabi mo. Siguro nakita, alam din ng IPT yun. Nasa icon nila kasi sakto eh. Clinash nila nung nasa baba na yung
Yeah.
Ano kaya sa taning mong paraan ng dito, ng LGC? Feeling ko wag na nila pilitin yung clash, no? Tatingin ko
They have to though, because ang problema din kasi dito pag binigay nila ang Baron buff sa side ng IPT is that IPT is gonna be, well, basically they can push the lanes faster as well as get the, you know, the boosts to win the fights easier.
Nakita na naman sila. Kanina pa nagka-clash dito sa Baron. Ito, nagtitipi na dito mga kaibigan si Sadis. Si Sadis na sayang. Nakapatay ng dalawa kanina. Uy, na-cancel. Kinancel. Kasi yung Olaf nandun. Ito yun na nga yung sinasabi mo kanina, paring Asurai. Ito na, Barbarian mode. Pero nagtipi, may pang-cancel ba kayo mga pare ko? Titipi ka pa sa mukha namin. Pero nakuha na ng IPT ang Baron.
Yes.
Uy, grabe.
So, I guess they're fine with that. That Suez goes down and they get the Baron actually relatively free. Well, syempre, pag hinayahan nila na gawin na Suez yun, GG well played na.
Oo.
Ang Legacy.
it's it's the game versus the
Yeah,
BR.
it's the correct thing to do, but it's not what they really wanted to accomplish in that play. Because IPT dictated that Legacy would just go into that Nexus to defend it.
So, yung laban na to siguro yung sinasabi mo kanina, yung experience logic gaming. Dahil nga dyan sa papang bukas na open na yan, na inhibitor. Kaya sana to kasi yung malakas din yung
wow, IPT. Gusto na nila tapusin to. They're gonna position themselves in this bottom lane.
Baba na sila lahat, no?
Magkakakita na sila dito ng Legacy
sila dito
talaga.
sa push kasi may BR. Tingnan natin. Pumapronta na dito si Hate, mga kaibigan.
I think they have to wait for Swiss though before they go in, because even if Legacy are down by I think like 8,000 gold,
kaya sila. Pag wala si Suez, kaya sila.
there's still the strength from Luke KR, especially with Atlantis Torment.
Tingnan natin. Ayan na, malapit na. Kasi si Suez nag-mid. Baka naman tatrabahuhin niya yung mid. Parang classic trabaho lang gaming. Tapos ito, bababa yung LGC. Ayan o, sabay yan o. Magkasabay tayo. Magpupush. Ayan na si Suez o. Yan sinasabi natin, trabaho lang tayo dyan, boy. Habang sinasabi ko namin dyan sa baba, magtrabaho ka dyan, Suez. Mag-push ka dyan. Uy, naku, si Poisanity na naman. Malayo na naman.
HP Shred of the Malzahar.
Grabe. Ayan na, nasa mid na kapag naangat na yung mid creeps ng IPT going for inhibitor dito si Oops. Mga kaibigan, pero ito nag-flash, napakagandang SS mula sa room, pero namumula siya dito, backpile o kay Oops mga kaibigan, at mukhang lamang na dito ang IPT, hinahabol nila si Hope for KR. Grabe yun, at ang natira na lang ay si Sadis. So this is Sadis mga kaibigan, Doborokira para sa Sibir. And it's a GG, all one.
Yes, so I guess we're gonna go
Nice game.
Game 3 as Imperium Pro team are able to finish off Game 2 against Legacy. So we have the endgame stats. Let's check the damage dealt to champions as Haste with 39,000, Suez 28.
Grabe.
We do see as well that here, Loop KR with 31,000 and Hope for KR with 34. Ang naging problema